Welcome back to another Kick and Post YouTube video. We got some more news happening in the NFL. We got Sony Michel moving to the Rams. We're going to talk about what that means for the Patriots backfield and for Darrell Henderson. How you feeling today, Amal?
Another bad pick. We gotta get the game started off
You know,
right.
there's two things we're good for here. Bad intros and bad kicks.
Bad kickoffs. I'm doing all right, man. I thought the price they paid decent too. Like the Patriots would get good return.
Right. So I guess we'll start with the Patriots. I mean, this frees up touches for your boy, Stevenson.
Yeah,
Also, more of a clear, defined backfield. Not that there's still three running backs there, but you figure James White be the third down back anyway.
yeah.
So more of a 1-2 punch type deal with Damon Harris and Stevenson.
Marcus Houston, yeah. It definitely clears up their backfield quite a bit. Like you said, um, things were already going downhill. There were rumors that he would just be straight up cut. But the hand injury to Henderson definitely opened up the window for him to get another opportunity. On a pretty solid roster. I think the Rams made a very savvy move if Sony Michel is healthy, or any shadow of what he used to be when he first entered the league. He'll probably end up taking a lot of those first down touches. So for anybody who had Henderson high or drafted Henderson high, it's a little bit disheartening that the move was made. You're looking to go out and acquire Sony Michel, in my opinion. You're looking to go out and acquire Sony Michel, in my opinion, because I feel like he will have quite a bit of touches and take a lot of value off of Henderson, who was going out, off the board in a lot of fourth, fifth rounds in some leagues, which for redraft, I mean, yeah, but dynasty wise, hopefully people are a little bit wizened up to that, didn't make that mistake. You're focused on this fourth and one, huh?
You know how to be. Um, he
Did he
dropped it.
drop it?
Oh no, he caught it.
Yes.
No, he
No?
caught it.
Okay.
Um, yeah, it really hurts if you drafted too early. Um,
Yeah, especially for redraft.
yeah, I
Because I
mean
do believe
dynasty it
Sony
doesn't change
Michel
this too
gets most
much.
of the touch. Yeah.
If your league was already set, Sony Michel might have even been on waivers at some point. You know.
I don't know, a lot of leagues I'm in right now, even startups, they were on waivers. He was on waivers. So go out there and get him off the waiver wire if you can, because that could be one of those savvy moves we go back and look at and be like, it was right there.
That could be on the level of my boy C.J. Anderson with the Rams. You
Yeah.
know, uh,
Yeah.
their offense was very friendly to running backs 2 years ago. Uh, Granted, they had an aging, hurt Todd Gurley.
Hmm.
Clearly not at his peak performance anymore. And last year they just had a crowded backfield as well. So I think they'd figure it out more. I know Sean McVay is a very good coach, and
Yeah.
he's going to scheme up the running backs well with play action passes and screens, get them out in open space. So
The O line isn't even really what it used to be, but it's still good enough.
yeah, how would you grade the trade from each perspective?
It's I think both sides, in my opinion, get I don't want to just go out and say A+, but it was a very savvy move for both teams. It benefited both teams tremendously. So there's a few times you see an even trade, and I think the Patriots got good value back for somebody who they're planning to drop, and the Rams get a good first, second down runner. If you believe that Darrell Henderson's gonna be struggling with that hand injury, which I'm giving the immediate first and second down touches to Sony Michel just based off the fact that Henderson's smaller and they really didn't trust him with it in previous years, like
Right.
2 years ago. So I don't know what would necessarily change now that he's hurt his hand and he's gonna have to recover from that slightly.
Yeah.
Um,
Last year when Cam Akers was hurt, I
Yeah,
believe it was a rib injury. Henderson wasn't even getting majority work. It was more of a split between him, Malcolm Brown.
yeah.
Um,
So that was already an issue with them with the Jake Funk and the Xavier Jones
yeah,
player.
it's a very like we went from one crowded backfield to another, but the talent is less abundant for the
Yeah,
Rams. So I
in
think
my
it's
opinion.
a
Yeah.
little bit more clear. So
Yeah. Henderson was a high investment guy though, somewhat. He was high investment than Ramondre Stevenson,
he went to
but
Memphis,
still,
right?
yeah, Memphis guy. But
The American, the best conference in the world.
shots out the American Conference. Um, I was surprised to wake up to this news though, honestly. Like I personally think, but running back to our last video, the Jags could have made the same move.
Yeah, they could have
Yeah,
paid that little price.
yeah, they could have made that same move for but actually no. Let me take that back because from a football standpoint, James Robinson is that guy anyway, and he's not hurt, and Sony Michel doesn't play the role that we're looking to fill. So I take that back. We don't really need to add him.
Yeah. If I were to grade the trade for the Patriots, it's probably about a B. Just because
What
I'm
was
not
it?
particularly sold on Damian Harris.
How many second round conditional picks are they getting?
I didn't actually see the number.
Thought I saw it was a second round conditional pick or something. I thought that's what I saw. But if that's the case, sheesh.
I wonder what the condition is.
Yeah.
But for the Rams, I'd say it's an A. I wasn't super high on Darrell Henderson anyway. Um,
Nah, me neither. I went out and acquired him in one league just because of value purposes.
where do you
Uh,
think Darrell Henderson finishes now?
sheesh.
J.C. Jackson, baby.
He's out of my top 15. I think
And
that gets too crowded. He's off my board in redraft.
well, actually, look, rank them. Rank the five relevant running backs now,
What you
starting from
mean?
five. Michelle Henderson, James White, Stevenson, and Damien Harris, and
Okay, so
or go top
starting
to
from
bottom.
five.
Top to bottom.
Okay. So I'll probably still go Stevenson at five. I can't cloud my judgment with how much I like his talent. So Stevenson at five. Probably go James White at three. At four for value reason. I'd probably go Sony at three. I
Really?
don't think he's gonna put. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna put up that much stats because again, he struggles. Like the reason to let him go is because he's struggled production wise. But I feel like they will still force first and second down touches to him. Henderson at a two because he'll get more of that passing work and he'll be more fresh throughout the game now. And then Damian Harris is a one because he's actually one of those backs in the later rounds, which his ADP is probably going to go up by at least a round now. Um, he's one of those guys that I've been targeting at the back end of the draft because he's a starting running back that's not getting starting running back ADP. I get it because the backfield was crowded, but that's freed up itself a lot more now. So
If I had to rank 1 through 5, 5 Stevenson, 4 James White, 3 Henderson, 2 Sony, 1 Damon Harris. I think that the switch becomes in because I think Sony Michel will get more goal line work, and I do
yeah,
expect like we talked about it in the last episode with James Robinson that touches would be few and far between for goal line touches. I don't think that will be the case for the Rams.
yeah, there will be touches for them for sure. That offense should be a lot more electric than it was last year.
And that's why I put Sony over Darrell Henderson because I don't think Darrell Henderson's going to really take away from that workload. But you know what? Teams can be weird. I mean, we saw it with the Chargers 2 years ago. when Melvin Gordon was still there, they give Austin Eckler goal line touches.
Um, which we'll get into that in the rankings because I was really big on Austin Eckler, but again, goal line work is he's rough in the goal line area. So
Yeah. That has been it for this episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. Keep bad outros, I guess, too, as well. Keep
keep
watch for more content. I mean, we're trying to pump out as much content as possible, especially as news drops. Thank you all for the support. And on that note, all right, y'all.